This is where we're staying in the beautiful mountain town of Sagada Mountain Province, aptly named. This is the residence lodge. We got a space here that's good for, well, there's 3 double beds in this room, but we were charged just for Christina and I, which makes me very, very happy. What makes me even happier is this is the least expensive place that we've stayed in, even though it is one of the largest rooms we've stayed in.
Yeah.
That's amazing to me. This place is costing us $25 Canadian a night. It's beautifully laid out. Lots of plugins. We have 2 plugins here. A beautiful pine wood desk to sit at and do work. I actually did a CBC radio interview back in Canada from this very room. Another 2 plugins there. Great phone reception, cell phone reception here, which enabled me to do that interview. Also, pretty good Wi-Fi here. The washroom is kind of an 80s blue sink. It has a water heater, but we never really succeeded in getting very warm water. In fact, it wasn't totally cold, but almost. Now that's important here because here in Mountain Province, the temperature can drop at night, 16 degrees Celsius. That's you compare that to the lowlands, which would come in at 30, as high as 36 while we've been here. So quite a bit cooler up here in the mountain provinces, but such a pleasure to spend. This was, I would say, an altering experience here in the mountain provinces. Just the people that we've met, the indigenous people that we've met that speak languages that are rooted in actually some of the languages in quite small territories here, including the language here in Sagada. So really, really interesting up here in the mountains. The least cost room we've stayed in, one of the biggest rooms we've stayed in, my opinion, is pretty high of this room in Sagada. But as you know, my opinion doesn't really matter. It's time for Christina to let us know how she rates her stay here in the beautiful mountain village of Sagada.
Hi. 2 thumbs up. Plus.
Whoa, 2 thumbs plus. I think that's the highest rating.
The cheapest place in Sagada, because we walked from the top to the bottom just to scout the place, and the only place that has a Wi-Fi that is working.
That's right. I had to had that CBC interview to do, so we went from place to place asking for Wi-Fi. This is the only one that told us they had decent Wi-Fi, and in fact, they have decent Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and when we came in to scout a place, most people are saying they have Wi-Fi, but it's really not a good Wi-Fi. And one owner of the hotel next door told us to come here because they have the great Wi-Fi. So even the neighbor knows that this place has a great Wi-Fi. Nice staff, clean. Yeah, nothing to complain about. Just the water. It's really cold. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Very high rating from Christina.
No rules.
That's right. There's no listed rules. I'm sure there are rules, but they're not anywhere to be seen.
Yeah.
Just a really, really nice experience. We felt really free here. Christina, did you feel free here?
Yeah, can go anytime. But the whole Sagada has a 9 o'clock curfew at night, right? So we're home before 9 anyways because we're senior citizens. So.
Yes, that's right. This is the second curfew we've run into. Bontoc had a curfew, a 10 o'clock curfew. It means you can't be on the street past later than 10. Here it's 9. So that's a bit unusual coming from Canada. But it is what it is. And Christina says we don't stay out that late anyway.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And this place is surrounded with restaurants, right? So lots of restaurants outside. So.
A beautiful stay here in Sagada. I really recommend this place. It is cold. It is cool. Let's put it that way. And so if you're used to the lowland temperatures, it's a bit of a shock when you first come here. I find that on day 3, we're starting to acclimatize quite well.
Very true.
Time to go for breakfast before we...
This place is called Residential Lodge. Highly recommended. Very nice people.
Residential Lodge. I think I call it Residence Lodge, but it's a residential lodge. If you come to Sagada, and I hope you do, because it's really quite an experience, Residential Lodge.
2 thumbs up, plus plus.
Oh, we got the traditional rice, the local rice.
You have no time.
Oh, Christina's stressing. Christina's stressing. We're about to jump on a bus to Banaue. We're leaving Sagada, heading for Banaue. A beautiful bus.
Yep, I'm wearing my travel t-shirt.
There we go. New town, new place.
Banaue. Yeah. It's 12:54. We just left the terminal, so
3-hour trip, I think.
3 hours.
Stand off. Oh, it's in the middle of everything.
Banaue po, Banaue, Banaue.
That's us. Well, Christina, what can you say of your first impressions of Banaue?
First impression, Joseph. Is that the same thing 21 years ago? Is that the one?
I have no memory of this. Right?
Yeah.
I have no memory. I remember...
Too many buildings. I remember 21 years ago, we were walking and we got followed.
Yeah, and it was dark and we went up into a neighborhood, and I don't see that neighborhood as I remember.
We were walking and we were in a place where they were dancing, native dancing.
Yeah.
Right? I want to cross that bridge.
But wow, I don't remember this. What a view. That is quite an introduction to a town.